Let's see some shit happen, alright?
We do this. Submerge the Oppressor. Do you want to like say? I'll be like, who are you?
Okay, do it.
Submerge the Oppressor.
We're not doing. Seeing this is, the last show for a while since you guys are going for college. I know you will still be playing, but how does this compare to your first show? Like how have you guys improved in ways? How have you gotten better? How has the energy gotten better?
I feel like we really just found our style more so musically. Like at our first show we were kind of like all over the place. We weren't really kind of insecure if people would fuck with our music. But since then, I feel like we've all really grown and found our style. Also, we added him as a member. That's Ross. He plays keyboards. And I just feel like we're in a really good place compared to our first show.
Ross, how do you feel about coming in late to a band that's already been established?
I kind of felt like an outsider, like I wasn't really wanted there. But they made me feel wanted, and I still remember that first practice in Edon's old basement. That was really hot, and we recorded everything on this djembe that he had. And it was the worst but also best experience I've had practicing. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, how does it feel that this is your last show as high schoolers and potentially last show in the scene for just this teenage DC area,
I would say it feels like, I feel like we've left our mark, We've been playing our music. A lot of people are excited about our band, which is cool. And yeah, I'm pretty content with the progress that we made as a band.
And you guys are releasing an album, right? You guys are releasing.
Yeah, we're going to release an EP hopefully before we all go away for a long time.
Since there's a lot of you, I'm gonna go down the line. I mean, I haven't talked to Nolan much at all. How is recording the album? Who takes charge in the band? What's the dynamic like? Let's start with that. The dynamic.
Hal's in charge. Hal's in charge. Are you talking about for recordings?
Well, let's just start with what's the dynamic of the band? How does it work out?
Can you hold the mic closer to his face?
We're all friends. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
So actually, I didn't know any of them at first really. Hal was sitting next to me in English class. I kind of knew Zane, and then we started talking about music, and then he asked me if I wanted to jam with him sometimes, and then apparently that was me joining a band, which I didn't really realize, but that was cool. And then I met the rest of them.
Yeah, you came in later, obviously. How did you get this gig?
Really, just because I knew Hal. We used to play together in this old band that didn't go anywhere, but it had a cool name. And yeah, he brought me in, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah. How'd you get the gig of the drummer?
Well, I was. Oh my God! It's Tim Schwartz.
Dude, oh sorry.
No, you're good, bro.
Holy shit!
Just keep going.
Of course. That actually relates to this story. I was in drumline with Hal, and he was the captain. That's the drumline captain right there.
What's up? How do you feel about being the drumline captain at WJ?
It was awesome. It was so much fun working with everybody.
How are these guys?
They are fucking fantastic. They're incredible. I love them. They're gonna be the best. I love them, and they're gonna go big. Trust.
That's Tim.
Do you have anything else to say on that?
Yeah, we were in drumline together. We kind of slowly became friends, and eventually he asked me, "Hey, do you want to be in this band with me and a couple other people?" And that was it.
Yeah. It's your Submerge story.
Yeah, so this is what the story I tell everyone. Basically, it started in the first week of school. Me and Nolan, we were in the same AP language class, and our teacher gave us free seating. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit next to Nolan because I kind of knew him through friends of friends. And I asked him hey, what kind of music do you listen to? He's like, oh, I really like death metal.
Hell yeah.
So from then we were just talking, and I found out that we had guitar as a common interest, playing guitar. And yeah, we just one of the big bands that we bonded over was Death Heaven. We were both really into Death Heaven, so we were oh, we should try, make our own stuff. And then from there, the way I set up the practice is I knew these guys, Grady and Edon. I knew he played bass and he played drums because I would see Instagram videos of them jamming together. So I kind of just put two and two together. I was like, hey, let's throw this all together and see what happens. And then a week later, they were like, oh, we know someone who can sing, which was going to be reason. So we were like, okay, I guess he'll play guitar and I'll like try to scream, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went down.
Can you say the part about Zane singing again because it cut out?
Yeah, so Zane was supposed to be the singer originally, but like the first practice we had with him, he pulled up with his guitar. So basically we just like, we're like, oh, he can play guitar and I'll kind of scream. Yeah.
What's your story? Join Submerge.
Pretty much, so I was in the jazz band at WJ, and so was Hal, but I didn't know Hal at all. But one day he comes up to me, he's like, oh, so you play bass, right? I'm like, yeah, sorta. And he's like, do you want to maybe join a band with me and Nolan and maybe Edan? Because I've known Edan for a long time. I was like, sure. And then, you know, I mean, I was just in the band, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Give a similar story, or is it just?
Yeah, so I mean, I'd been playing music with like Edan and Grady for months, yeah, like that whole summer. And then at some point they messaged me.
Oh, children, we must pass through your gathering.
This is
on our way.
Interview of the next big band.
I'm sorry, excuse us.
Grady and Edan messaged me and they're like, hey, you want to come sing for this band? I was like, oh, sure. And I can kind of sing. And they sent me some of like the recordings and I was like, damn, this is awesome. Like I didn't really even listen to metal. I listened to Metallica and Gojira pretty much up until that point.
Yeah.
But it was just all like the recordings were like so cool. And then I came and I was like, at some point I told them like, yeah, I don't really know if I could do it. I mean, I'm not like really that good at singing. And like they wanted me to do like harsh vocals. I was like, I've never really done that.
I hadn't done it either.
I came and I was like, can I bring my guitar? And they were like, okay. So I brought my guitar, and then I think I tried to do like harsh vocals, and they were just like, yeah, you kind of sound like the Rage Against the Machine guy a little bit, and it hurt my throat.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to do it, but then.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap. Sorry, to cut you off. We're gonna wrap things up a little. All right. We're gonna be the last couple questions, but we're wrapping this up soon. What did those first Submerge practices look like? You know, I'll start with one of the first for drummer over here.
And make it shorter.
Okay.
Talk about the couch.
The futon.
There's a huge futon, and it was our only soundproofing in there. It took up like 40% of the room space. So we thought about titling our first EP Futon Days for a little bit, but we scrapped that. There's like one story I can think of, short story, from our first practice. Hal introduced us to his song called Shadow Puppet, and he played through it a little bit, and I was used to just kind of jamming around, just kind of having fun in my other bands, right? But he pulled out this insanely badass riff, like his head shredding that I'd never heard before, like in person in my life. And I thought that at that moment that this band's gonna be together for a while.
There you go. Yeah, all right, just rapid fire. Just name 2 bands you're big influenced
Two
by.
bands.
Just going down the line, gotta be quick though.
I would
rapid
say
fire.
Deaf Heaven, Converge.
I'd say Thundercat and Pantera.
Tool and Art Blakey.
Life Lover and Deaf Heaven.
Probably Megadeth and the Misfits.
Dude, maybe like Vane FM and Def Evan or the Smashing Pumpkins.
And
Through and 3.
Yeah.
were you recording when they said Submerge like that? Okay. Oh, okay.
Again?
Last.
Well, did you get it like on audio?
No.
Okay, let's try that one more time.
Can we do that?
Do what? We're doing this.
I find the trash can.
Wait. Okay, go.
Submerge the Oppressor!
Alright, that's good.
They got you, bro!
Don't feel it exists. It's a call like vital